Sup, nation, it's April 8th, 2015, and let's talk about news tab stuff and things that matter to me today. And the first thing I want to talk about today is you might remember that insanely viral Cat Daddy video, Kate Upton dancing. And that video went huge, and then other people started doing it, and I wasn't above it. I did the Cat Daddy with Lisa Ramos and Melanie Iglesias in a hotel room in New York. Well, according to a new interview with Kate Upton, that was never supposed to actually be on the internet. In an interview with Vogue magazine, she said that she was horrified when she saw the video and that she thought it was for behind the scenes that was never meant to be public. Although this is probably the least risque thing that Terry Richardson has been accused of in the past 5 years. Then in crazy sports news, the winner of ESPN's March Madness Bracket Challenge was a 12-year-old boy by the name of Sam Holtz. So when you talk to your friends about your busted bracket, know that a 6th grader beat you and may be the winner of the $20,000 gift card to Best Buy and a trip to the 2015 Maui Jim Maui Invitational. I say might because he was tied for first place, and if ESPN wants to be a real stickler about it, he is under the required age of 18 years old, even though his father helped him, so maybe his father really won, I don't know. So there was that. And from there, I want to share some stuff I love today and Today in Awesome. And the first bit of awesome is one of our favorite lovely ladies, Miss Charlotte McKinney, did a topless photo shoot. There's behind the scenes, there's just fantasticness. She just seems like a sweetheart, and I love her face. Then, while I hate most of the in the hood pranks that are posted to YouTube, there was one that I love from YouTuber Twins TV who would go around trying to start a fight, and they may have cracked the code to winning every street fight ever. Get pretty much butt naked and see if the guy still wants to fight you. Then, for fans of the series, rejoice! The announcement trailer for Deus Ex Mankind Divided was launched, and I'm pumped for this installment. If you've never played the series, fix that now. And the last bit of awesome today is our secret link of the day. I'll give you a hint though. I couldn't include it in this video because of copyright. So if you'd like to check out that awesomeness, anything else I talked about today, links as always in the description down below. Then a big thing today was that today was the end of the embargo on reviews for the Apple Watch. And to properly summarize all the reviews, it's CNET saying it's beautiful and promising, Wall Street Journal saying smartwatches finally make sense, but a different reviewer saying too many features that are too hard to find, the New York Times saying it works like a first generation device with all the limitations and flaws you'd expect, The Verge saying it's an ambitious product but it robs it of focus, and Bloomberg Business saying the watch is not life-changing but it is excellent. And finally, my review without ever touching the device. It's a Gen 1 product. You are paying to be a beta tester. I'm personally gonna buy the cheapest one so I can compare it to the new Pebble that I backed. And the last thing I want to talk about today is a story that horrified me out of South Carolina. You might have already heard about it. You have a white cop in North Charleston, South Carolina, that being Officer Michael T. Slager. The way the story the officer was involved in was initially, he stopped a man by the name Walter L. Scott because he noticed his Mercedes had a busted light in the back. At some point, a scuffle broke out between the two, the man saying that Walter grabbed his stun gun, which resulted in Officer Slager firing and killing the suspect. And that is the last time I will call him officer because that story has changed thanks to citizen video that was released to the internet yesterday. In it, you see the man who is about to be killed, Walter L. Scott, running away from the officer, nothing in hand, officer's life and or anyone else not at risk, and the officer just unloads on this guy. But you wonder, well, maybe we just didn't see the taser. Maybe he didn't have the taser on it. But the video continues where you see Slager run back for something, then back to Walter's body, and he drops the taser, which shows he lied because in the report he said he took my taser. You piece of human garbage. Why didn't you just sprinkle a little crack on him to fill the full stereotype of dirty cop? Just wow. I mean, the thing that should be noted is since this video was released, the officer has now been charged with murder. The lawyer that was defending him is now his ex-lawyer. And even the mayor's not standing by this guy saying, when you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you make a bad decision, don't care if you're behind the shield or just a citizen on the street, you have to live by that decision. And this just kills me because if the person holding the camera was not brave enough to film a police officer who just killed a man, people would be saying, you know, when you're a cop, you have to make those split-second decisions. This would have just been swept under the rug, and it of course makes you question how many times does that happen? Every day, every week, every month, every year. How many murderers do we have out there wearing a badge? It's not a question of if, it's a multiplication problem. It's just math. We're just trying to figure out what X equals. And that's actually where I'm gonna end today's show and bring it to the big question of the day. What are your thoughts on police, both in general and your local law enforcement? And to thank those of you that watch on the daily, in the first 24 hours this video is up, I'm gonna go into the comments down below and select one random person to win a $100 Amazon gift card. But all of that said, as always, my name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love your faces and I'll see you tomorrow.
I want it.
Oh God.
Peace!
Oh my God, no!
Oh, I slammed into it!
Wanna go? Yeah. I've been ready to go.
What's up, motherfucker?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.